So for anybody following along with the Blackmagic LUTs by BOZ, I've spent the last few months working on a new LUT called the Axis LUT. So the question is, what's so special about this particular LUT, the Axis LUT? I think it's probably the first LUT that I personally know of that takes the Blackmagic color science, converts it into Arri with the Rec 709 conversion, and then applies a film print emulation on top of that in the actual pipeline. But basically what it is, the pipeline, you normally have the film negative, you do the corrections in the middle, then you deliver out to a 2383 film print. This LUT does all of that for you. The main goal is to push some blues into the shadows, retain skin tones, make sure that the highlights have a nice soft roll off and they don't blow the fuck out. That's the only way that I can put it. And protect the shadows. Anyway, enough talk. Let me get straight into it and showcase how it works. So this first image that we have, Gen 5 color science. I'm just literally going to tear through these. So I think I've grouped these together. So that's it all in one group. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 clips, all Gen 5. I'm not going to be touching the camera raw tab. Yes, anyway. So let's start from the beginning. So for this one, we select the LUT, the Axis LUT. Okay. So that's before, after, before and after. Let's play that through. I'll pause it there. As you can see, the highlights have got a nice soft roll off. You're keeping the detail. The shadows are nice. Details retained in the shadows as well. Okay, so I'm going to go as quick as I can. The main adjustments that I'm going to be doing for these ones are offset adjustments, basically color balancing. Some of the clips might come up too blue, too green. I'll just use the offset just to color balance quickly. So here we go. Let's apply the LUT. A little bit green there, before, after, before, after. Create a node. Go to the primaries color wheels and just adjust the offset till we get it to a place that we like. I think that's pretty good there. Let's run that baby. I don't know if you can see in the corner as well here, right there, how it softens the highlights as well. Don't know if you can see in the corner right here, how the highlights bloom in a nice filmic kind of way. Details retained in the highlights and the shadows as well. That's that done. Next, apply the LUT. Way too blue, that's by design. That's okay. We're going to the offset wheel again. In the primaries, yeah, we go to the offset wheel again and just warm the image up until we get it to a place that we like. For example, there. I mean, you can do a lot more adjustments, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. Before, after, before, after. Next clip. Okay, might as well create 2 nodes. It's a little bit easier. Okay, so apply the LUT. Before, after, before, after. Offset wheel. Let's go. Offset wheel. Let's give it a little bit of a warm look, a warm vibe. Okay. There we go. And what's next? Let's have a look here. Apply the LUT. That's before, after, before and after, just with the LUT applied. You might like that. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can warm that up a bit. Go into the offset. Let's warm it up a little bit more. Okay, before, after, before, after. Again, notice the shadows, the highlights, details all retained, especially across the face here. He likes it. All right, let's go to this lady here. That's the one. Okay, before, after, before and after. Before, after, before and after, just with the LUT applied. Again, let's warm this up a bit with the offset wheel. I mean, I actually like the look of that the way it is, but you might want to just warm it up just slightly. Okay, right. Next, apply the LUT. Before, after, before and after, just with the LUT. And let's go for a warmer vibe. I think I've gone a bit too warm there. Let's bring it back. Okay. Before, after, before and after. Next. This one's a little underexposed, so let's apply the LUT. Just gonna have to bring the shadows up slightly on this one. Before and after, actually not too bad. Before and after. Let's just bump the lift up just a slight amount. And let's warm the image as well. There's a lot going into the blues there. Let's park it right there. Before and after, before and after. Yes. Okay. Last one. I can tell straight off the bat that this is going to be super, super warm in terms of color temperature, so we'll definitely have to use the offset wheel. Let's apply the LUT. Before and after with just the LUT applied. Now let's go into the offset wheel and cool it down. I think we'll go around there. Obviously you can do a little bit more adjustments, but this is just to showcase basically the simplicity of using the LUT. It's a bit too green. I want to go a bit more magenta and a bit more warmer. There you go. Let's park it there. Hopefully I was able to showcase how the LUT kind of works and the simplicity of it. It will probably get you around 80, potentially 90% of the look that you're going for. The rest of your time will be spent on if there's any exposure adjustments that need to be doing, or if there's any color corrections, anything like that. Hopefully you get to see how this LUT works for yourself. Thank you very much for your time. Until next time.